Jazz hands.
Hey, it's Carla Chernenkov here with an intermediate yoga flow. As always, it's a good idea to check with your doctor to see if getting healthy is right for you. If all things are a go, then throw on some tunes, roll out your mat, and let me know in the comment section how you feel afterwards. Begin in Balasana, child's pose. Big toes together, knees either together or slightly apart. Arms can lay along your sides or in front of you, palms facing down. And just take a few moments here to let everything go that you don't need to hold on to right now. Any cares or worries, any tension that you might be holding on to through the neck and the shoulders. Just consciously relaxing those muscles now. Knowing that this time is just for you. Reminding yourself not to go further in any pose than is right for you today. And slowly start to blink the eyes open and make your way to the top of your mat with the feet together. Inhale, raise the arms way up high, getting taller. Exhale, folding in half. Inhale, lengthening the spine for flat back, long neck. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, heading back to a strong, strong plank. Pull the belly in. And lower, chaturanga, hovering if you can for just a moment and releasing all the way down. Inhale, wide across the shoulders for cobra. Shoulders down. And exhale, downward facing dog. Slowing down the breathing, softening through the neck. You can walk it out if you want to. One heel presses down towards the floor as the opposite knee bends. And then switching sides at your own pace. Feeling that nice stretch in the backs of the legs. Still keeping the neck soft. Finding stillness, pressing both heels down. Reach the heart towards the feet for a shoulder stretch. Then send the feet forward all the way to the top, lengthening for a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up, reaching way up high, getting taller. And exhale back to a tall mountain. And again, inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthening for flat back. Exhale down, planting the hands back to plank and lower. Inhale, shoulders down for cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. And again, finding that nice stretch in the backs of the legs, walking it out again if you want to. Keeping the neck soft. And send the feet forward, inhaling for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up, reaching up high, and exhale back to a tall mountain. And again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, gliding forward. Inhale, lengthening the spine. And exhale down, planting the hands, heading back to plank, strong plank. And lower. Inhale, wide open shoulders for cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Slowing down the breathing. Softening through the neck. And send the feet forward, inhaling for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, reaching way up high. And exhale back to mountain. And again, inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, gliding forward. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down back to strong, strong plank. And lower, chaturanga. Inhale for cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Slowing down the breathing, softening through the neck. Fingers spread nice and wide. And send the feet forward into flat back. Exhale down. Inhale, reaching way up high. And exhale, back to mountain. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, gliding forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, back to plank and lower. Inhale, shoulders down for cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Allowing the knees to bend slightly if needed. Heels reaching for the floor. Heart reaches towards the feet. And send the feet forward into flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, reaching way up high. And exhale, back to mountain. Feet together, big toes together, bending the knees deeply for chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, straightening through the legs. Inhale for flat back, long neck. Exhale down, planting the hands, heading back to plank and lower, chaturanga. Inhale for cobra, wide open shoulders, and exhale, downward facing dog. Right side, starting with three-legged down dog, right leg extends, reaching, stretching to the sky. Drawing the belly in, bring the right knee towards your nose, moving the shoulders above the wrists. With resistance, pressing back to three-legged down dog. And again, right knee to nose, shoulders over wrists, pulling the belly in. With resistance, back to downward facing dog. Last time, bringing the right knee towards your nose, pulling the belly in, and then placing that foot between the hands. Back heel stays up, come on up for crescent pose. Pulling the belly in, squaring the hips and shoulders to the front, pressing the palms together. Breathing deep. From here, moving into warrior three, scoop the belly in, transition the weight forward, 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 holding on to it. Find that focal point, strong warrior three, reaching, stretching. Pressing down into the floor with that supporting foot. And nice soft landing back to crescent. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale down through lunge. And pressing back to three-legged down dog. From here, moving into pigeon on the right side. Right knee moves forward. Setting up for pigeon. softening into it. But we're not here long. Planting the hands, getting some circulation back in that right foot. Let's head back through plank and lower. Inhale for cobra and exhale, downward facing dog. Other side, three-legged down dog, left leg extends, reaching, stretching to the sky. And left knee to nose, shoulders move over the wrists, pulling the belly in. With resistance, heading back to three-legged. And again, scooping the belly in, drawing left knee to nose. And back to three-legged. Last time, left knee to nose, pulling the belly in and stepping that left foot between the hands. Come on up to crescent. Back heel stays up, lifting through the heart, pressing the palms together. Breathing deep. Heading into warrior three, scoop the belly in, transition the weight forward, 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 finding your focal point, holding on to it, reaching, stretching, pressing that supporting foot down through the floor. Nice soft landing back to crescent. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale down through lunge, heading back to three-legged down dog, reaching, stretching, and preparing for pigeon on the left. Left knee moves forward and settling in. Softening through the barriers. And slowly pressing the hands into the floor, pull the belly in to bring that front foot back to plank and lower. Inhale for cobra and exhale, downward facing dog, holding for 5, slowing down the breathing, softening through the neck. And send the feet forward all the way to the top into flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Feet together, big toes together, bending deeply for chair pose, strong chair. And exhale, back to mountain. Number 2. Inhale for chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale, down, heading back to plank and lower. Inhale for cobra and exhale, downward facing dog, preparing for the right side, three-legged down dog, reaching, stretching. That right leg high to the sky. And same thing again, drawing that right knee towards your nose, pull the belly in. And with resistance, heading back to three-legged. And again, right knee to nose, pulling the belly in. With resistance, back to three-legged. Last time, pulling the belly in, right knee to nose. And gently placing that right foot down between the hands. Come on up to crescent, pulling the belly in, squaring everything up. And preparing for warrior 3, scoop the belly in, reaching forward, 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 forward. Holding on to it, fight for it. From here, without letting your back toes touch the floor, bring that right knee forward, it bends, bring the hands to the hips, and right hand to the outside. of the left foot, heading into a twist. Extend that front leg as much as it will. If you're feeling adventurous, open up that left arm for a full twist. Breathing deep. And then bending that front leg, knees together, heading into a quad stretch. So bending that left knee, finding the toes or the ankle for a quad stretch. Then extending back through warrior three, reaching, stretching, find it completely. Then nice soft landing back to crescent. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale down through lunge, back to a strong, strong plank and lower. Inhale for cobra and exhale downward facing dog. Other side, three-legged down dog, left leg extends, reaching, stretching. And pulling the belly in, left knee to nose, shoulders over the wrists, strong core. With resistance, back to three-legged. And again, left knee to nose, pull the belly in, pushing down away from the floor with the hands. And again, with resistance, back to three-legged. Last time, left knee to nose, pull the belly in, keep those toes off the floor. And set that left foot down, come on up to crescent, lifting through the heart, belly pulls in, pressing the palms together. Heading into warrior three, scoop the belly in, reaching forward, 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 reaching, stretching as that back leg lifts off the floor, holding on to it. Finding that focal point to help with the balance, bringing the hands to the hips, and without letting those back toes touch the floor, the knees move together, and then that right knee moves up. The left hand finds the outside of the right foot and extends forward. Right arm opens up to the side for a full twist. Breathing deep, holding onto that balance. And releasing that front foot, squaring everything up, heading into a quad stretch. Finding the ankle or toes. And reaching back for warrior three, finding it completely, reaching, stretching. Nice soft gooey landing back to crescent. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale down through lunge. Back to a strong, strong plank and lower. Inhale for cobra and exhale, downward facing dog, holding for 5. And send the feet forward, inhaling for flat back and exhale, forward fold. Inhale for chair pose, strong chair. And exhale back to mountain, number 3. Inhale for chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. And exhale down back through plank and lower. Inhale for cobra. And exhale for downward facing dog. And again, 3-legged down dog, right side, reaching, stretching that right leg high to the sky. Scooping the belly in, right knee to nose, pulling the belly in. With resistance, heading back to 3-legged. And again, right knee to nose, shoulders move over the wrists, belly draws in. And back to 3-legged, reaching, stretching. Last time, right knee to nose, pulling the belly in. And gently step that right foot forward, back heel spins down to the floor, this time for warrior 1. Come on up, palms together, pressing those palms together, pulling the belly in, squaring the hips and shoulders to the front. Lifting through the heart. Breathing deep. From here, opening up to warrior two. Double check the alignment. Back arm behind you, front arm in front of you. Right knee directly above the right ankle. The heart lifts. From here, heading into wide-legged forward bend. So right toes tip inwards, feet are parallel. Let's bring the hands to the hips. Inhale, lifting through the heart. Exhale, forward fold. Let's place the hands on the floor. Feeling that nice stretch in the inseams of the legs. From here, bending through the right leg, feeling the left inner leg stretching. And straightening through that right leg, heading over to the left. Left leg bends. Feeling the inseam of the right leg for a stretch. And back to center. Returning the hands to the hips. Let's inhale all the way up. Heading back through warrior two, right toes tip outward. And windmill the arms down through lunge. Back to a strong, strong plank and lower. Inhale, wide open shoulders for cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Other side. Left leg extends, reaching, stretching for three-legged. Pulling the belly in, left knee to nose, shoulders over the wrists. Pushing the floor away from you. And again, three-legged with resistance. Reaching, stretching. And again, left knee to nose, pushing the floor away from you, pulling the belly in. And again, three-legged, reaching, stretching. Last time, left knee to nose, pushing the floor away, pulling the belly in. Things might be shaking. This is good. Left foot steps between the hands, back heel spins down to the floor. Come on up for warrior one. Squaring everything up to the front. The heart lifts. The belly draws in. And opening up to warrior two. Double checking the alignment of the arms. Knees directly over the ankle. From here, heading into wide-legged forward bend. So left toes tip in, so feet are parallel. And bringing the hands to the hips. Inhale, lifting through the heart. Exhale, forward fold. Placing the hands on the floor. From here, bending that left leg, feeling the inseam of the right leg for a stretch. Straightening through that left leg, right leg bends, other side. Right leg straightens back through center, bringing the hands back to the hips. Inhale, lifting all the way up, heading back through warrior two. And windmilling down through lunge, back to a strong, strong plank and lower, keeping the belly in as you lower. Inhale for cobra and exhale, downward facing dog, holding for 5. And send the feet forward all the way to the top, inhaling for flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Feet together, big toes together, bending deeply for chair pose. And exhale back to a tall mountain. Number 4. Inhale, chair pose, strong chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. And exhale down, heading back to plank and lower. Inhale for cobra and exhale, downward facing dog. From here, lowering through hands and knees all the way to seated and all the way lying back. Arms are in a T position. Bring the feet to the sky so you're in an L shape. From here, squeezing the legs together. Energy right through the balls of the feet to the sky. Pulling the belly into the spine. This is for the core. Slowly, slowly lower the left leg down towards the floor, but not touching the floor. It hovers. Holding, holding. And slowly, slowly coming back up. And again, same side, slowly, slowly, left leg lowers down to the floor, but doesn't touch the floor, pulling the belly in. Things might be shaking. And slowly, slowly back up. Either holding here or bend the knees for a moment for a little rest. And extending those legs up to the sky. Other side. Right leg slowly lowers down to the floor, but doesn't touch the floor. It hovers, pulling the belly in. And slowly, slowly, that leg goes back up to the sky. And again, last time. Slowly, that right leg lowers down to the floor, but doesn't touch the floor. It hovers. And slowly, slowly back up. One final hurrah, reaching, stretching, squeezing the legs together. And release the legs. Let them bend. Hug the knees in, gently rocking side to side. A moment of rest. And let's rock and roll all the way back up, placing the hands, stepping back to plank, pull the belly in, and lower chaturanga. Inhale, wide open shoulders for cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog, holding for 5. And send the feet forward all the way to the top, inhaling for flat back. And exhale, down. Inhale for chair pose, strong chair. And exhale back to a tall mountain. Last one. Inhale, chair pose, same integrity as the very first one. Exhale, forward fold with resistance. Inhaling for flat back. And exhale, down, heading back to a strong, strong plank. And lower. Inhale for cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lowering through hands and knees, then all the way to seated, then all the way lying down once more. Preparing for full wheel. So placing the hands beneath the shoulders, bending the knees, feet are parallel. And preparing here, big inhale on the floor. Big exhale on the floor. On the inhale, push through the hands and the feet. They're stuck in mud. They don't move. Reaching, lifting the heart. Opening through the ribs. Straightening through the arms as much as they'll let you. Keeping the neck relaxed as much as possible. Holding it as long as possible. If you're able to, only if there's room, start to straighten through the legs for a shoulder stretch. And then slowly, slowly, slowly pull the belly in, and with control, come down super gooey slow. Hug the knees in, gently rocking side to side. Then rock and roll all the way back up, placing the hands, stepping back to plank and lower. Inhale for cobra and exhale, downward facing dog. Softening through the neck. Recouping. Slowing down the breathing. And send the feet forward all the way to the top. Inhaling for flat back and exhale down. Inhale for chair pose and exhale back to a tall mountain. And now it's time to prepare for Shavasana, final resting pose. So lying all the way onto your back. And one last time hugging the knees in, Apanasana, gently rolling side to side. And when you're ready, releasing the legs, extending them on the floor. And extending the arms along your sides, palms facing up. And closing the eyes. Starting to listen to the sounds around you. And through all of the sounds, see if you can even hear your own heart beating. And at the same time, softening everything from the crown of the head all the way to the tips of the toes. But especially softening through the neck and the shoulders and all the way down the arms, letting the fingers softly curl. Softening through the face, softening around the eyes, and even the muscle between the eyes. Just letting it all go. And starting to come back, wiggle the fingers and the toes, and gently roll the head from side to side. Then reaching your arms above head on the floor, give yourself a big stretch, feeling totally refreshed. And then gently press yourself all the way up to a cross-legged seated position. When you get there, palms facing up on the knees. Inhale, sitting up tall. And exhale, softly close the eyes. And for one last moment, feeling inspired. And slowly blink the eyes open. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. You could be anywhere in the world right now, and you chose to be here, so thank you. Namaste.